You could say my life has been boring, sheltered, or comfortable. I often feel like I live in a bubble, always bouncing between different worlds. I never really learned about Black life, and I've never felt a really close connection to the Black community. My parents never really had conversations specifically about Blackness. It was indirectly instilled in me that I should take pride in myself as a Black person, and even that indirect messaging happened more so in the last few years, not really throughout my childhood. Starting to watch Black women YouTubers during college was like my introduction into learning about African American cultural issues, and especially the issues of Black women. Growing up, I don't think media, society, or anyone else for that matter taught me to see African features as beautiful. The spotlight was usually focused on white beauty, so I was implicitly taught to devalue my own features. In general, Black people or African Americans are perceived as less competent, or less smart, or less hardworking. Just less. Just less. But as a Dyson student, I live in a high-achieving and competitive environment. One thing that I noticed in business classes and in business-related info sessions, and especially in business clubs, is that I'm usually the only Black woman in the room. I don't think these clubs are discriminating against people because they are Black and women. I think a lot of Black women might not be interested in the business field, like they don't think it's for them. Business is traditionally white and male, and of course that's the group that's going to keep applying and keep going into the field. People of color, especially in lower income areas, might not aspire to jobs in that field because they think it's beyond their reach. Because that's what they've been taught. Stay in your place and behave. When companies try to recruit more people of color, then it does help level the playing field, so I can have those advantages that other people have. Looking on from the inside, I can see how some people will think that it gives you an unfair advantage just because you're a minority. Diversity initiatives help us get more exposure, but we still have to prove ourselves with our own skills to actually get the job. I don't want to be just another statistic of how Black women don't take it as far as other people in society. I can show through my own skills that I can make it in business. I know how to bounce between different worlds. I think what a lot of people don't consider is that you see a lot of success stories. Stories about people who got really lucky, where they just had some really great idea, and they got super successful in terms of money or wealth or fame. But you don't really hear about the majority of people who do something more average, or who don't really make it. So if you're always comparing yourself to just those few success stories, then it feels like you're not doing enough. In reality, you're doing what's best for you, even if you're not number one. I'm doing what's best for me. I like my identity, especially as a Black woman and being from Jamaica, since there are a lot of issues in Jamaica. My impact is showing that someone with my identity can still be a hard worker and have useful skills and get far in whatever they want, especially in business. We can be just as competent as the people who are already in that area, so we're kind of breaking the stereotype.